Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Siobhan Collins. I am a rising senior at Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles. There, I'm studying political science and economics. I've really grown to love this combination because I get to study politics and issues of social justice, which are really important to me, but I also get to develop that really strong foundation in data analysis and math that I love and I think can really, support any field that I might want to go into. I was drawn to this position because I really have a passion and interest in law, and I plan on attending law school after I graduate. And that's what drew me to this position in the first place. So, a few of my experiences that would be relevant to this position are first, the fall semester of 2019, I took a constitutional law class. This class, we primarily focused on the powers that the different branches of government have, but we also spent a portion of the class focusing on individual personal liberties. And I found this really interesting because I learned a lot about different procedures and a lot of fundamental ideas that might be important to analyzing and approaching a case in law. And I learned how to better read and understand cases. Further, I'm really involved in the mock trial team at my university. I have been the treasurer for the last 2 years, and I'm also one of the team captains. If you don't know what mock trial is a competitive courtroom experience. We're given a case packet at the beginning of the year, which contains affidavits, evidence, rules of evidence, anything you need to make a trial happen. And we create case theories, write direct examinations, prepare cross-examinations, and use that to compete against different schools in the area and also country if we make it that far. It's been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot about the rules of evidence, how to speak eloquently in front of a group of people, often on a whim off the top of my head. And I've also learned how to manage a group of people and to be a good teammate as well. So that's been a really great experience where I've learned how to be a captain, how to run a team, but also I've learned some of the ins and outs of working in a trial, preparing for a trial. One more thing that's more academically based is I've been heavily involved in research on campus. So my primary area of interest has been metal detectors in schools. Actually, I've been analyzing their implementation, specifically in the Chicago public schools for the last 3 years now, and I'm actually using it to do my senior thesis project. So this project, while not exactly legal, has really given me some strong research abilities, which I think are good for a legal position, just to be able to work through different databases like Westlaw or LexisNexis, which I'm familiar with. But I'm able to synthesize a lot of data. I've learned to write clearly about different issues, use different databases. I've been funded numerous times to travel to Chicago to do my research and also funded within LA to do research. So I've had to deal with lots of deadlines, different mentors. So I think that's been a really big learning experience for me as well. In terms of more formal experience, I actually worked at the state's attorney's office last summer for the Cook County State's Attorney's Office. I worked specifically in the labor and employment division. So some of the cases I worked on ranged from political discrimination to sexual harassment to improper termination. And I had lots of responsibilities. I was actually the only undergraduate student hired in the entire Civil Actions Bureau. So it was really, I took it upon myself to push myself really hard, to put in the extra work so that I could create really high quality work that these attorneys would be able to make use out of and use in their different cases. So some of my responsibilities included creating timelines, writing case briefs, writing memoranda, preparing for settlement and trial proceedings, creating binders for oral arguments, as well as I even helped write a deposition, a list of deposition questions for a political discrimination case. This was a really great learning experience for me because I learned a lot about the the life of a case, what steps it goes through, what's involved in each of these steps, what the different documents involved might look like. I also became familiar with databases such as Westlaw, LexisNexis, and I've become more acquainted with the legal writing process. But more broadly, I think I am a really good fit for this position. My experience both academically with my common law class, working as a attorney for the mock trial team, and then working in the state's attorney's office. I think I've really been exposed to a lot of different aspects of the law, how cases work, and I've also had my ability to show my skills personally through my internship last summer. Um, and because of all this, I do think I'm a really good fit. And one thing that specifically drew me to the Beverly Law Firm was the fact that it's a personal injury law firm. For me, it's really important that I feel connected to people in the work that I'm doing. And I think personal injury is a field of law where you're actually able to really interact with the people. You're dealing with people who have had traumatic instances, traumatic accidents in their life, and you're fighting to get them the justice that they deserve so that they can continue to move forward in their lives. And I think that's really important, and that's something that's important to me. And I want to be working with other people, and especially for other people. Justice and service is something that's been really important to me, and I think that's something I can add to this position, is a passion for fighting for others. But ultimately, I'm a positive person. I like working with other people, and especially in a time of COVID where there's so much uncertainty, I would hope to bring, passion and excitement and laughter to whatever meetings we would have, and ultimately just contribute my skills to the team. I would be happy to discuss my interest and passion with this position further over the phone and more directly with another person. But thank you for your time, and I hope I can talk to you further. Thank you.